What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you what I carry every single day. I'm going to show you what I carry on my person, and then I'm also going to show you what's in my bag. Now, you may have seen the bag in previous videos, like where me and Robbie were going hunting. The camouflage bag was in the back. I always carry a bag. I'm going to show you what's in the bag and show you what's on my person. Now, I will get into some specifics on some of the products, but I'm not going to list like the model of every single thing that I carry, just because one, I don't know that information, and two, I don't want to bore you with that. I'd rather bore you with the information that I do know. Okay, so let's start with things that I carry on my person. First, of course, I have a phone. Now, my phone's being used to record this video right now, but just like everybody else, mostly, I carry a phone. It's an iPhone 14 Pro Max in the space gray color, or yeah, I think it's space gray. I don't think it's midnight. Anyway, space gray. iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's doing well, other than the battery's kind of going out on it, but that can be replaced at a later date. I'm not interested in upgrading just yet. The next thing I have, of course, is my wallet. Now, this is a front pocket wallet. It's got my debit card, driver's license, hunting license, a few other things in here. Sometimes there's cash, sometimes there's not, but I always have the card. Cash App card as well. Very, very big fan of my Cash App card. Very convenient. It's a Herschel brand. You'll notice that it's a little dirty because it's been used every single day. But I like Herschel products because they just have like a certain vibe to them, and the quality is really good. I've had a couple of these wallets and they all hold up super well. So carry that with me every single day. Got to have that. The next thing is my knife. I have a Kershaw knife that I like to keep. I love a knife with a belt clip. That belt clip right there, my knife's all dusty. Look at that, my goodness. That belt clip is essential. I mean, I love having that. I don't love the feeling of having a knife just kind of wallering around in my pocket with my wallet, but recently that has just been something I've had to deal with because I recently found this. In fact, when I found it, I made a video, not knowing which video it was going to go in, but I'm going to insert that clip now. So, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know what video this will go in, but I've been decluttering, trying to find the remote for this sign. I plugged it in, and I can't find the remote to make it quit blinking. Well, in doing so, I found one of my pawpaw's old-timer knives, and the history here is absolutely crazy. I asked him a while back, it's actually only been a couple weeks ago at this point, but I asked him if I could have one of his old case knives because I would really like to have one. He was like, man, all my knives burnt up in the trailer fire that happened a couple years ago, or a year or two ago, whenever it was. I was like, man. And I was thinking in the back of my mind, like, I know that I've got one of his old timers somewhere, but I just could not figure out where it was. And in doing some decluttering in the closet here in the studio, I was unpacking this crate that I have, and in the bottom of that crate was this old timer knife, and actually also this knife, which is a McCoy. I don't know much about McCoys at this time. I think it's focused where you can see it. But these are both Pawpaw's old knives, and I can't open it with my hand right now, but I don't know if you can see, but the tip of it, you can see the little tip right there? It's actually broke off. I'll put in a picture where you can see it, but the tip of it is broke off. Undoubtedly, he tried to use it for like prying or a screwdriver or something and broke the little sharp tip of it off. But I could not be more excited. I cannot believe I found this, and the fact that I now have it, I'm gonna start carrying it just because, like, I have wanted something of his like this for so long, and to finally have it, I wouldn't take nothing for that right there. So, just wanted to share that with y'all. So as you can see, it's very, very special, and now it is part of my everyday carry. I keep this in my pocket, and I've used it a couple of times. It's fantastic. I love having this with me. Like I'll reach down and I'll feel it and I have to like turn it sideways, like keep it. And I just imagine that's what Pawpaw has always had to deal with as well. So special. I love this knife. The next thing I have, this is probably one of the most important things that I have with me on any given day. If I leave these at the house, I will turn around and go get them. I have done that. They are essential, and it doesn't have to be this brand, but for me, it's AirPods. These are the AirPods Pros 2, AirPods Pro 2. They are essential. Earbuds of some sort are essential. For me, it's AirPods. They sound great. They work great with the iPhone ecosystem and all that stuff. I have them with me every day. I carry them in my little coin pocket on my right side. They are always on my person. Always. I have to have these because I don't do very well in silence. And like if I'm cleaning the house or if I'm working on something or whatever, for me to have one AirPod in and be able to listen to a podcast or listen to music or whatever I need to listen to, that makes the task of that go away. It's like I'm getting to enjoy myself while I do this thing, and it makes it so much more enjoyable. So these are essential, have to have them, love earbuds, love my AirPods. Now the next thing I carry every day, usually right here, as you probably have noticed, is my sunglasses. Now these, look at the lenses. They're all scratched up. Everything's all over the shop. The lenses need to be replaced. These are Heat Wave XL Vise, I think. These are actually Z87 certified safety glasses. So even though they are safety glasses and they protect you from whatever it is you're doing, like in the field or whatnot, they still look good. And the important thing about me and my needs with sunglasses is I have a large head and therefore have a large face. I didn't learn about glasses having to be a certain size until I got married to Sarah. She opened that up to me and I was like, oh, that's why I look weird in all those old pictures in my Costas. They were too small. But these are the bright size and I really enjoy them. I wish, minor gripe, I wish the lenses were a little bit more durable. This is the second set of lenses I've put in these glasses, but in fairness, I am outside working a lot. I wouldn't say that I'm rough on them, but between like I have them right here, and even something as simple as the seat belt, going across right here, seems to kind of scuff them up a little bit. But as far as durability of the frames and as far as like being able to switch out the lenses and stuff, that's a huge plus. So big fan of my Heat Wave glasses. I have to have them. I'm thinking about I've had the blue lenses forever. I'm considering getting orange lenses. I'm a big fan of orange. I like orange a lot. I like the accent color of orange. What do you think? Do you think I should stay with the blue or do you think I should try out the orange? Let me know what you think in the comments. Another thing that I have to have pretty much every day is a watch. For me, it's the Apple Watch Ultra, the original one. I've been through 2 Apple Watches. I had the original Apple Watch, and then I had the Series 4, and both of them eventually got so scratched up and stuff that for the next Apple Watch, I was like, I've got to have one that's more durable. This one is more durable, and I wear it every single day, everywhere I go. Big fan of the watch. Now the next thing I carry just about everywhere is my Glock. And I say just about everywhere because I do not carry my Glock to church because we have a security team. I carry it in this paddle holster that clips on my pants right there. This is actually not my holster. This is Robbie's holster that I've been borrowing forever. I do have one I want to buy. I just haven't done it yet because I have this one. But this is Robbie's holster. He's been gracious enough to let me use it, and it fits in there like a glove. This is a 380 pistol, a Glock 42 380. A 380 is a smaller gun. A lot of people kind of talk down on 380s for personal defense because it's a small round, but it's really the same projectile as I'll show you. This bullet, see that? It's kind of not zoom. It's not super focused, but it's a hollow point bullet. It's the same projectile as a 9mm, which everyone shows respect for. It's just got a little bit less gunpowder behind it. I would like to carry a 45, but whenever I went and looked at the baby Glock 45s, they are chunky. They are big, big, small guns. So it's just a little too heavy for me to carry around. I couldn't keep my pants up very well, and that's no good. Now the next thing that I carry that doesn't go in the bag but does go with me is my water bottle thing. I choose to carry this big Mighty Yeti because it carries a lot of water, and I've been trying to really do better about drinking water, especially going into the spring and summertime where it's getting hot. I just need to be more hydrated. I need to really drink a lot more water. I have a bad habit of going for like a Coke Zero, and having this with me helps me resist that urge. It's so nice to just reach into the back of the truck, grab this handle, take it off, and get you a mighty swig of water that's actually good. It's cold, holds ice in it. Got the ice in it right now. I try to keep this on me. I've actually started carrying it to church. I do feel a little bit weird about having such a big bottle, but I'm such a big person that maybe it doesn't look as big to everyone else. But anyway, big fan of that as well. Okay, so now let's get into what I carry in my bag. So first, there's the bag itself, which is, again, it's a Herschel. Now you can see how dirty it is. This has been used for years and years. This is actually the second one of these I've had. The first one got stolen out of my car. Long story behind that. There's a podcast episode where I talk about that on my original podcast called The Table. I will link that in the description. The link may or may not be clickable yet, but you can at least search it, or just let me know if you want to listen to it, and I'll give you the details on how to do that. I am working on making my links clickable in my description, but it's a process and it just takes time. You can see how worn out this handle is. I mean, I've carried this thing for a long time. It needs to be washed, but it is a good bag. This is the Herschel Pop Quiz is what they call it. Very nice bag. I actually have another one. Where'd it go? One sec. Okay, I had to go get it. This is the other one I carry. I usually carry this one when I'm working and stuff, and I swap this one out for the gray one for church, just because I don't want to be in like a nice suit and carrying a camo backpack. You know, it's not done. But I carry both of these. This one is more durable. It's got like more of a different, it's like more rugged, whereas this one, I guess it technically feels the same. It's made out of the same material. It just does, that one doesn't get as dirty, it seems like, because of the camo. But anyway, so first I'm going to talk you through what I have, see if you can see it, in this top pocket right here. It's very tight. It's like easy accessible, smaller items that I want to be able to access with relative ease. So that was redundant. The first thing I have in here, and these are in no particular order, but I carry a Tide pen because we eat a lot of chips and salsa. You drop the salsa on your shirt. Oh, you got to get out the Tide pen and fix that. That'll help you. Next thing I carry is, this is some emergency cologne. Should I forget to put some on or whatever, or if I start to sweat a lot or just start to become non-appealing in the smell department, this will be there for me and get me out of a tight spot. This is a pen I have. I like to carry a pen. This is from Zion Music Conference we went to. Again, there's a podcast episode detailing that trip if you want to listen to it. That's on Pray Before Chips. That podcast is linked in the description as well. And here I also have this little MagSafe wallet that clips onto my phone cases. I don't use this wallet with this case. It just happens to be, I don't do the brown on brown. This brown one goes on either my clear case or my black case. But this particular little wallet carries, like, I have a PayPal and a Venmo card. One time my funds were not able to transfer to my bank, and so my funds were just trapped in Venmo. And it happened, I wasn't able to transfer them for like days. So I said, you know what? Never again. So I ordered a card so that if my funds ever do get stuck in one of these services, I can just use this card as I would, as if, you know, instead of transferring it to my bank, I can just use this card directly and get the money out of Venmo or PayPal. So carry those with me just in case. The next thing I have in here, okay, this is a little notebook. Now, the things that are in this notebook, this is kind of, so you know Twitter, or X as they call it now, this notebook acted, and sometimes still does act, as my Twitter. Now, I'm on Threads. I like to get on Threads, but sometimes I just have a thought I want to jot down and just kind of get it out of my system. And so that's what this little notebook has been for so far. Like I'll think about something, and I'll just jot it down, and that's it. You know, then it's just, I kind of just tuck it away and forget about it. But this little notebook's cool. I have a thing about notebooks. I love a notebook. I love notebooks. Maybe I'll show you that in a future video, which I think I will be doing that. I love notebooks. This is a good one to have. Nice to jot down little thoughts you have. Next thing I have in here is some emergency, whatever this is. I got it from a friend. I asked for Tums, and she handed me this, and they do work. Because sometimes, you know, again, chips and salsa, you need some Tums. Well, I have 2 of these. So those are, and they work. So there you go. The next thing I have in here, I told you, I gotta have some earbuds. These are the original AirPods. These are actually AirPods 2. If my other AirPods are dead, or if I do forget them and I've gone way too far to turn around and get them, these are for emergencies. That's how serious it is. I may have a problem. Now the next thing in here, it's kind of funny, that I carry this. I regret nothing, I apologize for nothing. It's a fan. It's a little fan that plugs into your phone. If you have a lightning, I wish I could get that to focus, but I can't, but you can see it. It's a lightning connector. You plug this into the bottom of your phone, and it just starts spinning, and it puts off some air. When you're hot and you're in church and you need a silent fan and you don't want to do all this with the fan, plug that into your phone and that'll help you. Sarah got me a pack of like 4 of these for one of my birthdays. Fantastic. I carry this one with me. It actually comes apart right here. So the blade like comes off with this thing, but all you gotta do, put it back together, works like a dream. Now the final thing in this pocket, very, very important, but again, needs to be easily accessed. I have a small tube of anointing oil. If you need prayer, or if we're praying for someone in a restaurant or at a Bible study or whatever, we got oil. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of oil on standby, and we got it. So that's that top pocket. Now I'm going to show you what's in like this forwardmost. In here, I don't think I have anything of interest in this pocket. Like there's nothing in here. Wait, there is something in here. Oh, it's a thing to carry a air tag in, but I just don't have one in it right now. But as far as this pocket, there's like this pouch that I keep in there. I'll show you what's in the pouch. But in here are the following items. There's a phone case. It's a OtterBox Defender in case if I'm going to be doing something that I know is going to be real rugged and I want to make sure that I protect my phone, I'll put it in this case for extra protection. So I keep that in my bag in case I need to swap that out. The next thing is, again, I may have a problem. If I leave both of my AirPods somehow and I only have the ability to use like wired headphones, I have these old original Power Beats that are wired, got a little dongle in there where I can plug it up to my phone. These do not sound good. Let me just say that. They're the originals. I'm sure the newer ones probably sound better. These don't sound good. These are just so I can not be sitting in the quiet, and they're good to have for that reason, but yeah, they don't sound good. The next thing, again, notebook. Here's another notebook I have. It says matte black everything. This is actually from MKBHD channel. It's like a dot thing. It's like a grid of dots. You can kind of do anything with it. I use it for quite literally random thoughts. This was like my original little tweet book, if you can call it that. Have a few things in here. A note from February 21st of 23. This Asbury revival is God's will. What was happening at the Asbury College. 2/25/23. If I'm already in agreement, it's not submission. Talking about like leadership of your church or whatever. If you're already in agreement with what they're saying, it's not submission. Submission is tested when you don't agree. So, and then I wrote in here, 2/25/23 later that day. Wow, it's hard to find a great pen. Just stuff like that I keep in these books. And so there's another book that I have. Let's see what else is in here. Yeah, I think that we're learning something about Cody today, because I think it's become pretty clear that I have a problem. Earbuds. just in case. Another thing I have in here, very important, prayer cloth. This has been prayed for. I keep it in my bag. Yeah, I like to have that on hand. Now, as far as what's in this little pouch, I've got just a few things. There's a bag of prayer cloths in here. Someone, I can't remember who, but someone gave me these. And again, I like to have those on hand. A bag of old guitar picks that have my name on them. I use those. They're kind of for emergencies. They're a little thick for my liking now in the style that I play, but I do have them if I ever need one. I have 2 Bible highlighters. These things are not like a normal highlighter. They're almost like a crayon of sorts, but they're made for Bible highlighting. Like they don't ink through the other pages, leak through to the other pages. The only downside is they are kind of, I don't know if you can see it. You really can't tell, but they're kind of waxy. So it's like, you don't want to touch it after the fact, but if you do, it may smear just a little bit. But really, I'm very careful about stuff like that. I don't like for my Bible to be blemished in any way. So I'm really careful with how I use these, but I don't like for them to leak through the page, as traditional highlighters do. So these work really well. The next thing I have in here is this little lint brush. It's I got this from Sarah. You do it one way and it works really well. You do it the other way and it's completely useless. But I think that's the way it's designed. But it's just nice and compact. It's not the, most complicated, manliest thing in the world, but it works. I also have like a polishing cloth for like wiping fingerprints off of headphones or any kind of device or something. That works good for that. I also have some hand sanitizer. This is Ocean by Bath and Body Works. I don't know if you can see that. I put this in here back when COVID was a huge issue. Now, just gonna be honest, I don't use it very often, but I have used it and it's there if I need it. And then of course, I have another pen. This pen is a Papermate. It is a good pen, but it tends to smear depending on what you're writing on, but it's still good to have, and so I have that. Now, let's move on to the real meat and taters of what's in the main pocket, the main area of the bag here. So the first thing that I'll show you is I have my iPad. This iPad is my main computer. It's a 2018 12.9 inch iPad Pro. I have it in the case that has the keyboard, like the Magic keyboard case, I think is what they call it. I'm so out of touch with all this stuff now. But I have it in here. It's my main computer. I use it for everything that I do that involves a computer. I don't own a laptop right now. I will be getting one day because now that I've started YouTube, there are some things that are going to be easier with a computer rather than an iPad. So, and I guess it depends, but I won't get into all that now. But anyway, main computer, big fan of the iPad. I use it for everything. With the iPad I have the Apple Pencil too that goes with it. I use it for Apple Pencil things. This is gonna be random. This is Tone Finger Ease guitar string lubricant. So sometimes when you use a guitar, the strings will become they offer more resistance than they have to. You take one little pass of this across the fretboard and it makes things so much easier, a lot more pleasant on your fingers. You don't need it, you can play without it, but man, as I'm getting on up in age, this right here has become some valuable stuff. The next thing I have in here is this little tripod. Funny thing about this tripod, it is not mine. This belongs to my mom. She let me borrow it a while back. And when I say a while back, I'm talking about years ago, and I still have it. I still use it for videos and Mama, whenever you get ready for it, just let me know. I'll give it back to you. But until she does, it goes with me in the bag. I carry it around. I use it for videos. Good stuff. Oh, I should say, one thing I really like about it is you could use these legs to wrap it around stuff. So you can wrap it around a tree or a limb or whatever, and it'll just hang there. It's really, really good. And yeah, I like that a lot. The next thing I have in here, I have this pouch. It's a Herschel camo pouch that matches my bag, but this pouch contains just all these chargers and cloths, and it's a little discombobulated, but that was the purpose of the pouch. It's okay to be discombobulated in here because it's in the pouch and not just wallowing around in the bag. I even have in here like car charger if I need one of those. Stuff like that I keep organized and tidy in this pouch. Very good product. One thing I don't like about it, this little leather piece always wants to come untied. I'm always having to like retie it now, but anyway, good stuff. Next up, we have my headphones of choice. I'll put this down so I can open it. These are the AirPods Max. I use these for like luxury listening whenever I'm just like getting ready to put something on and just submerge myself in the music or the podcast, or you can even watch movies with these, YouTube videos. Great for that kind of stuff. I also use them to record my podcast. These are the ones that I'll use here lately. The only thing I don't like about them, sound quality is excellent. It's fantastic. The only thing I don't like about them is I feel like they're very delicate. This mesh headband thing up here is mesh. So I'm always worried that this little thing on my hat is going to damage that. And then also the muffs are real like soft, which is great, but they're not like sweat resistant. You can't really sweat a lot in these. Some people say that they work out in them, they sweat in them a lot, and everything's fine. All I know is that Apple does not cover them if you sweat in them, and sweat damages and or breaks them. They're not good for that, in my opinion. So whenever I'm really going to be chilling and just hanging out, then yes, I'll use these. But I'm a little disappointed in the quality, like the build quality. I guess the durability. The build quality is amazing. They're like overbuilt. They're like these hinges and stuff. Like, it's great stuff, but I just wish they were more durable. Anyway, I use these. They're great. Sound quality is amazing. The case is really dumb. That's why I bought this hard case. This is the case. That's it. That's why I bought this case, to put these in so that I carry them around in my bag. So very big fan of the sound quality of those. The sound quality is fantastic. And really that's all that matters, unless you're sweating. Next thing I have in here is my Bible. I carry my Bible with me in here because we do Bible studies in the community. I like to have it with me at church. I like to have it with me just everywhere I go. I love the Bible. I love being able to read the Bible. This particular Bible is just very much my vibe, just the dark black on the gray and the stitching, and I'm just a big fan of this particular Bible. It's a King James version, and I just love it. I think that it's a great thing to have with you everywhere you go every day. There's power in the Word. All right, now we're reaching the end here. I've got this notebook has a lot of stickers on it, but this is a notebook. This is a heat wave sticker. Shout out to the glasses. Yeti sticker. I may or may not put this on here. But this notebook is like a catch-all. I don't just do like tweets in this. I have full-on like letters I've written in here. I have lists. I have schedules. I have podcast topics. I even have like a storage cube shelf layout thing that I put in here. This is kind of my just catch-all, you know. Work stuff in here. I just, you know, this is the one that I like having this little elastic band on it. So this is the one that I just kind of put everything in. But it also is like a place where I can put my stickers, because I have sticker commitment issues. As you can see, like this one, I want to put it on here because that's where the stickers go, but I don't want to put it on here because what if I find something cooler to put it on? That's my issue, is I really struggle with where, because once you put it on here, you pretty much can't take it off. So once this notebook is done, all these stickers go away too. It's a problem. So that's the notebook I carry with me every day. The last thing in here, kind of a letdown, is this the regular case for the iPad that I carry. If I'm going to be doing something to where I know I'm not going to need the keyboard case, like if I'm preaching or whatever, and I take the iPad with me, I just put it in here. It's very used, very dirty, as you can see the inside of it. But I put it in here because it's more like a low profile carry. It's a lot lighter. That keyboard case, a Magic Keyboard, it is great. It is heavy. So this is just a lot lighter, a lot thinner, more sleek, easier to carry around in those types of situations. So I like to do that whenever I can. And that's pretty much it, y'all. That's everything that I carry with me on an everyday basis. I really hope that you enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support on my channel because the response has been amazing. I cannot thank you enough. I enjoy reading your comments. I enjoy seeing you say that you're going to share it with other people that'll enjoy it. Please do that if you haven't already. If you haven't shared the channel with someone who you think might enjoy stuff like this. As you can see, the first two videos were kind of more outdoorsy type stuff. Then here we go with this one. You can expect a variety of things on this channel. So if you are someone who has enjoyed it so far, please share it with a friend, share it with a family member. Again, maybe even an enemy. Because if you like it, surely someone else will too. Thank you so much for watching. And again, until next time, be blessed.